So, Sri Aurobindo Ashram in Delhi is doing a lot of work for underprivileged communities. For example, giving vocational training to thousands of children in last many years and many more things. I'm curious to know the relationship between yoga and working for underprivileged communities. So if you can throw some light, that will help me to understand.
Yes, firstly, I mean, yoga is something to be practiced, and it's an expression of love of the people around us. So, trying to give what we have to those who need it is what creates that complementary situation that completes our practice of yoga or becomes an essential part of our yoga. So, while we are doing this for these young people from underprivileged families, giving them a head start by giving them circumstances in which they can grow, uh, we are practicing our yoga, we are practicing our sadhana because we are expressing our love to those around us by giving what we have, what they need. So we are fulfilling that purpose. But having said that, to look upon it as something that we are doing to help them would be not the best way to look at it, because we are helping ourselves more than we are helping anybody else, because we are growing spiritually through what we are doing. uh, what seems to be helping them is actually not so much of a help that we are giving them. They are helping us, they are helping us by providing us an opportunity to practice our yoga. That would be a better way of looking at it. Why I'm emphasizing that is because it's a common misunderstanding in that we are helping these people, so we are doing a good deed. uh, we are actually doing it for ourselves, practicing our yoga, growing spiritually through it. Uh, why it's important to consider it? Because of two reasons. One is that if we look upon it as helping them, then we have a tendency to evaluate the results very objectively. That's a very common modern trend, that we must evaluate and quantify how much change are we able to bring about. And when we do that, the results are generally disappointing because the objective criteria don't come up to our expectations. The important thing is not those objective criteria. The important thing is that at least to some people it has made some difference, and more than that, it has helped us grow spiritually. It has been our own sadhana. So to acknowledge that there is a certain degree of self-interest, if not selfishness, hidden even in these spiritual practices is something which honesty requires that we admit that. The second important thing is that if all this type of social work, as it is called, could solve the problems of the world, they should have been solved long ago. Because so many social workers, reformers, revolutionaries have come and gone, and yet the problems of human existence continue to be as they have been for thousands of years. Which means that we are not really able to eliminate these problems. We may be able to make a little difference to the lives of a small number of people, but the problems don't disappear. One set of problems goes, another set of problems appears. So the problems of human existence have not really been solved by this type of activities. What is it that will solve them? A basic change in human nature, which is a simple way of saying the same thing, a rise in the average level of human consciousness. And that is what Sri Aurobindo and the Mother's mission is about.